welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share to you on how I became a registered nurse here in Singapore. Whatever I shared in this video is based on my own experience. It happened 10 years ago. A lot of changes already. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing in the year 2005. Nurse licensure examination on that same year. I started working as a staff nurse in Manila for about 3 years, and I was already comfortable in my workplace when I came across this flyer from an agency. Becoming a registered nurse in Singapore have never crossed my mind, and my original plan is to be a registered nurse in US of A. This of preparing for my NCLEX examination when I came across this agency. So I saw the flyer in our ward, and my friend and I decided to try it. So we went to the agency. Our agency, by the way, guys, is Jedical Manpower Services, and we went to the agency in Malate or Mabini. I cannot remember already, but it's around that area, and we inquire and submitted our documents. So what are the documents that they asked? Are the requirements to be a registered nurse in Singapore? First is you have to be a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Second, you must be a registered nurse. And thirdly, you must have nursing experience in a hospital that is 200 bed capacity above. What are the requirements that they ask? Valid passport, slip of records, diploma, college diploma, your copy of your nursing license, your board rating, your work experience or your certificate of employment stating your year of experience, and also the bed capacity of the hospital, since I mentioned earlier that to become a registered nurse in Singapore, you have to work in more than 200 bed capacity for more than 2 years. Documents like birth certificate, if you're married, your marriage certificate, and I think they also ask for good moral character. What are the documents that is needed, and what are the requirements to become a registered nurse in Singapore? Second, you have to pass the interview. And third, pass the Singapore Nursing Board exam. Pang fourth pa pala, guys. You need to pass the medical. So, 4 pala. So, it's all 4. So, when my friend and I submitted the credentials, we were assigned going to the same hospital in one of the biggest public hospitals in Singapore. And so, we were scheduled for the interview. First time kong maka-experience ng interview so yung interview, guys, was scheduled. There were 3 interviewers, and I was seated in front of them. I'm very nervous and very anxious during the interview. I managed to answer all the questions, but the most memorable question that when one of them asked me if how many wards the hospital has. So actually, you know, Singapore is known to speak Singlish or Singapore English, and they they pronounce words as walls. And so at first I couldn't get what they're trying to ask me. They're actually asking how many words it has, but they pronounce it as walls. So that's one of the challenges that I encountered during my interview. At the end of the day, I managed to pass the interview. Hello. I received an instruction from the agency that I will be proceeding to the next, which is undergoing the Singapore Nursing Board. So the Singapore Nursing Board is very different, far different from our Philippine licensure exam. So for Singapore Nursing Board, it consists of 60 questions and you'll have to answer it within 60 minutes. There are probably 2 weeks of waiting, or I think a month of waiting for the result. I managed to pass the exam. By the way guys, I just want to share it to you that for Singapore Nursing Board, you don't get any passing grade, or you don't get any percentage score, but instead you will only get a pass or a fail. After that, we met with the POEA to do the orientation, pre-departure orientation, and then